preparing हो रहा है.
We are live.
क्या?
We are live.
ओके, अभी मेरे में यहाँ पे इतना क्लियर नहीं दिख रहा. अब दिख रहा है. ओके. ओके. So hi everyone. Let's just wait for a few people to join in and then we'll begin with it. So hi everyone, welcome back to Dr. Duo. And in today's video, we have a very special guest with us, Dr. Nachiket Bhatia. And we would be discussing all the doubts you have related to MBBS, everything from books to how to study, how to prepare for next, everything.
And the latest guidelines for Nmc which have been revised right now.
Yeah. So, hi everyone. Hi. So we have a lot of people joined in already.
Hello.
So let's begin. So, sir, these days a lot of news has been coming related to the Nmc guidelines. They have changed. They have like introduced yoga also, right? So, can you just help us out with what are the latest guidelines of Nmc and how serious and strict they would be?
So hi Kanika and Shivang.
Hello, sir.
So guys, to be very frank, I'm very astonished to see the new guidelines that has put up, especially for the 2026 passing batch basically. So the 21 batch that has just come in, so they will be giving next 2026. So there are several changes that has been come. As you can see, they have reduced the total duration of the course to 53 months from 54 months.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and they're reducing 11 months of the first year. Okay, from 12 to 11 months. I think they're keeping summer vacations and winter vacations to 1 week itself, which I think at least that's an flexible point. Let's be flexible on that. Okay, apart from that, they have replaced the Hippocrates oath.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can, we can call it ki we are changing from a foreign thing to an Indian thing. Right or wrong, I don't think I should comment on that, but it's an Indianized thing. So maybe we can accept that. And the biggest thing that I have seen that now they are going to get next into a 3-part fashion. After second year, after final year, next one, and after then internship next 2. Now they're basically replicating EU assembly. Now replicating is not difficult, but executing it to perfection, now that is going to be a big task. I remember 2017 and 16 when the first time NEET was introduced. They made changes again. They make such sudden decisions. 2 महीने पहले they make changes कि हाँ इस बार negative marking होगी. 2017 में they announced only 3 months back that इस बार negative marking होने वाली है. People are preparing for 3 years. And if you are just, okay, I remember that you gave an exam which was with negative marking. So when you are giving an exam with negative marking, you always have an apprehensive thought process. Okay. Even if you are going to mark something, there is always a 1% or 2% hint doubt in your mind, which stops you, makes you think again. But when there is no obstruction, you simply go on marking. The student who has been preparing for 3 years, suddenly he has to prepare in a different fashion. It spoils the preparation. So I don't recommend them that they should give a sudden announcement. They should be doing at least a 2 to 3 year proper announcement that is saal next year is tarike se hone wala, so that they have time to prepare. A student has time to prepare. Come on, as you all remember, second year was supposed to be a honeymoon phase, right?
Yeah.
It was called honeymoon phase.
True.
Literally ghumte the bahar nikal ke. Okay. And now you are asking a student to change years of history, and you are asking the student to give the exam in second year. Come on, it's a very 360-degree decision. So that's what I have to say currently.
So, sir, what about the next 2023? Because it has been announced that it would be held. So this new guideline for the next, how will the batch that
Like
is to give it?
manage.
Yeah.
How will they manage?
So basically, Shivang, first of all, as per the 2019 policy given by the Indian government. It was that after the announcement of next, in 3 years, it was supposed to happen. All right. And that third year is 23 itself.
Right.
So as per the policy given by the government itself, next should happen in 2023. Whether it will happen or it will not happen, it is still a big question mark. But looking at the way Indian government is giving decisions, I mean, bharosa nahi na, and they have announced that 2022 ke andar they will be having a mock run also. And we still do not have any kind of decision on that also. But again, looking at the abrupt decision making currently, they might be giving even just a 1 month notice and giving a mock run, and they will be announcing that 2023 may next hoga. But the policy, the latest NMC discussion points, now they were for MBBS 21 batch. Now those policies have no linkage to 23 exam actually. Because 23 exam, even if those policies are implemented, 23 exam, next 23 is next one basically. That was supposed to happen after final year. All right. So that particular exam is going to happen whether the second year exam happens or not. So this particular set, there's very high possibility that next is going to happen in 23.
So this now what batch would be giving this exam next 2023? So this batch, how should they prepare for it? Because these people, these students are so confused because they feel that this is a very big transition phase for them. They have no idea how to prepare. And even this is also in doubt that there would be final year exams or not. Because this thing has also not been cleared. A lot of people say they would be taking place and some people say that it would be merged with next. So is this like any clarification has been made on this thing?
So I'll give you a difference here. See, as per the 2019 policy itself, final year exams were supposed to happen. And after that, next one will happen. Then internship, that next two. So if you are a 2018 batch student, all right, and if you're listening currently, please be clear in mind that prepare for the worst.
Right.
Prepare for next. All right. And prepare with final prof in your mind. Ki wo honge. All right. Let's not be optimistic. Ki next will not happen. And if you're preparing for NEET and anything, in case next happens, then you will be in a big fix. So prepare for next. And if NEET happens, it will be a bonus for you. But currently saying that next will happen it will not happen. Now that is impossible task for everybody. Like only the education minister might know, but apart from that, nobody can give you a correct answer right now. But again, prepare for the worst. That is all I can say currently.
Right. In the end, the students would be the sufferers only. Because even if they don't prepare, they would only end up just wasting 1 year. Right. So now these students are in the final year. They have just started. They have just entered final year. Well, over third year, prof diye, and now they'll be in final year. So how should they start their studies for next 2023, the first batch for next exam?
Basically, first of all, they should have a proper schedule in their own hand. And the biggest mistake they should not do is that they skip first and second year subjects. Please do not do that. Many people will tell you that only clinical is important now. Please do not read first, second year. It's a total false statement. Now, since it's all clinical, if you have not studied first and second year subjects, understand, I mean, you guys are right now doing your PG. I mean, without anatomy, there is no surgery. So if you're skipping anatomy, then that means that your surgery is always going to be weak. Same with physiology, pharmacology, and medicine. You skip physio, pharma, there is no medicine. So the same thing is going to happen with you. So start with if you have not studied first, second year subjects till now, start with them first. All right, start with first and second year subjects, move towards clinical, your basics, your concept will move further. It will be, it will be much more concrete then. Otherwise, if you read only clinical, so tum sirf rectification kar rahe hoge, you will be just mugging up facts and facts ki is exam ke andar, whether it is NEET 23 or next 23, ki koi jagah nahi hai. Facts की कोई जगह नहीं है. 75 to 80% questions will be completely clinical and conceptual. You need to understand the concept to answer that. Right. All right. Give grant test from the day one itself. Exam practice bani rahegi. Give Q bank on a daily basis. 50 to 60 Q bank on daily basis, and do not miss the classes. Right. If you are not a self-motivated person, go with a regular batch. तुम्हें हम जैसे schedule देते हैं तो schedule हाथ में मिलेगा, ठीक है? And if you are a self-motivated person, you can go for a recorded lectures like e-Gurukul. You can make your own schedule and then you can follow that. But these are the basic three things: videos, test, and Q bank. Just follow these three things. You are gold.
Yes.
Exactly, sir. So a question has been asked by Dhruti Thakur. What about the FMG students who will graduate in 2023? Will they have to give next or FMG exam?
Okay, if the government announces next, then everybody has to give next, IMG or FMG. If they don't,
sir.
then I think the basic NEET and FMG pattern will continue.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
sir.
So now coming to the studies part, though you have actually told that we have to study all of these things, the notes, the videos and all, but when should we start studying? Now there are new admissions taking place since first year has commenced, and now people are asking ki, should we begin it from the first year itself, or like earlier we normally people used to start it by third year or maybe even internship.
Right.
I think one thing I'm really proud of currently, the mindset that is getting into the medical field. I mean, we are giving out free subscriptions, and Kanika, you wouldn't believe me that the college started on 14th Feb, right? And before that,
right.
we got 18,000 free students. I mean, free subscription students. I mean,
Oh my
students
God.
want to study.
Yeah.
And as a mentor currently, I'm so proud कि इतना बढ़िया दिमाग आ रहा है जिनको पता है, ठीक है ना, चाहे वो प्राइवेट में जा रहे हैं, चाहे गवर्नमेंट में जा रहे हैं, चाहे बाहर जा रहे हैं, that they have to study and clear the exam. They have such a good thought process. So I think first of all, every student needs to realize that they should not be wasting even a single day, because it is a time bound process. This is the time that they have, and this is the course from the very first day. And course, I mean, even as you can see, COVID has now increased, and at least 20% lectures have increased. So the course is increasing every year, but the time is going to decrease every year. So if you have to start, if you want to get into the top 100, you need to do something that nobody else is doing.
Right, sir.
So if you have the benefit of time in your hand, then why not utilize it?
Right.
Apart from that, if you start after second year or third year, you have to do twice or thrice hard work, because time is less and exam to samne khada hi hai na.
Right, sir.
So to all the first year students, please do not waste a single day. Start with 2 hours daily. Get into that rhythm. All right. Enjoy the college. हर बंदे को होता है कि यार कॉलेज में freedom मिलती है, मजे करो, party करो, मगर just start giving 2 hours daily. Don't give 4 to 5 hours. That's impossible. ठीक है ना? And कॉलेज में मजे नहीं करोगे तो कब करोगे?
So now that you just mentioned about the free subscription, a lot of people have gone crazy in the comments asking ki kaise free subscription milna hai. So can you just tell us ki how can they apply for the free subscription?
So basically, this is for the new MBBS 21 students. So guys, if you have scored rank below 500, all right, so we are giving you 6 months free subscription of the First Prof app. 501 to 5,000, it is 3 months, and 5,000 and above to any rank is 2 months. All right, and all you need to do is send your scorecard and rank proof to student support. Please write this down.
Yeah, I'm just writing also.
Yes, student support at dbmi.edu.in.
Student support at the rate
dbmi.edu.in, and we are closing down this free subscription in next 3 days actually.
Right.
So normally we were not doing it. Ab humne band kar diya tha, but only for Kanika subscribers we are actually doing that.
Thank you, sir.
The best part about this is that we have recorded special concept videos for First Prof students, where we have covered line by line. For example, anatomy, normal anatomy in all the apps is 40 hours. That's PG anatomy. But in our concept anatomy, it is 190 hours, where we have covered line by line from Grays and BDC. So if you're a first year student, you need to watch those videos, because from that we start with what is anatomy. This is the level of depth that we have given that. And uske andar practical videos bhi hai, osteology bhi hai, histology bhi hai. So even if by God's grace, if that doesn't happen, I mean, if the college close again due to maybe a fourth wave or something, a student will not miss anything. We'll be teaching them everything in our First Prof app.
In today's era, I feel this clinical knowledge is so important. I feel during our time,
we didn't have it.
We didn't have it, and also the pattern was more related to rectification theory. But now I think the shift is towards a very positive side of learning clinical. And you people, this coaching institute, eGurukul, DBMSI is doing so wonderful job by teaching every clinical aspect along with theory. This integrated study is so nice. You cannot now just say कि यार college में कुछ पढ़ाया नहीं जाता, because you have these things online as well now.
Right. So now, since you mentioned, sir, in the anatomy lectures, you're also teaching from Gray's Anatomy line by line. So is it compulsory to read all the standard books also in first year or any of the years?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. See, anatomy BDC is awesome. Go with AK Jain for physiology and Satyanarayan for biochemistry. See, the best part about Indian authors is that they write a book making sure that an Indian student can understand it. I mean, I have studied Grays. मुझे मेरे अश्विनी सर से बात करी है. Understanding Grays is a task in itself. So a student who is again in a time bound, मतलब तो बस एक साल anatomy पढ़ने का. तो anatomy अगर आप MD कर रहे हो, then start reading Grays. अगर नहीं तो you can very well go with BDC because you have to understand the concept. You don't, and Grays से समझना, it is tough. All right. So if you are an Indian student, even in FMG, and you want to understand the concepts in a nice manner, all right. All right. So go with BDC. You want to excel, you want to go ahead, open Grays, start studying. क्योंकि always standard textbooks are gold. उनसे ऊपर कुछ भी नहीं है. मगर if you want an easy substitute, BDC, AK Jain, Satyanarayan, all right, they are very good books. So don't feel कि that मैं ऐसे पढ़ रहा हूँ तो खराब है. No, it's not a bad idea.
Sir, is a rule being passed to reduce the fee of 50% of all the private colleges?
I think that was under discussion, and it is not concrete yet. But I think yeah, fees wala, to be very frank, it is a very flaky process. आज कुछ आएगा, कल कुछ आएगा. So if any student is upgrading to a private college, make sure that they have the absolute amount first. Please do not upgrade thinking कि 50% कम हो जाएगा, because it can, if it doesn't do, it is going to cause you a very big financial loss. All right. So if you have a good college in your hand, put an upgrade only if you can. You have the proper जो चीजें required है. If you have the proper requirements and the needs, only then go with that.
Exactly. Someone is asking in the comments that how to deal with that low feeling while studying. So while preparing for entrance exam, I feel this is very normal. So how to deal with it, sir?
I think the first thing you need to do is you need to make your own schedule and add a fun time in that. Many a times you feel low because you have a feeling of FOMO. You totally cut off from your friends, family, fun, and you think कि अगर मैं गायब रहूंगा ना तो मैं बहुत पढ़ाई कर पाऊंगा. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं होता. You have to make your studies, your preparation a part of your day. Like I go to work, you guys go to work. So it's a part of a day. You have to make it like this only. You wake up at 8 o'clock, you have your own, you maybe go to gym, you go for a run, you come back, you start studying at around 7 to 8, you close down it and you watch some videos. Netflix देखो, ये देखो. तो अगर तुम पूरे 10 घंटे में नहीं पढ़ पा रहे तो उसके बाद भी नहीं पढ़ पाओगे यार. Don't study for the world. I have seen students जो अपने आप को बस्ती 12-14 घंटे बिठा के रखते हैं क्योंकि उनके दोस्तों से वो चल रही है कंपटीशन कि वो 14 घंटे पढ़ रहा है, मैं भी पढ़ रहा हूँ, और एफिशिएंसी 0 चल रही है.
सही बात है, बिल्कुल.
So better make it an 8-hour efficient day and with around friends and family rather than a 12-hour disgusting day without efficiency. किसी काम के लिए नहीं है. अगर पढ़ाई कर रहे हो तो रिजल्ट में दिख जाएगा. मेहनत का किसी को मतलब नहीं है.
Right. Then result matters, right? And so coming to FOMO, like because of this FOMO factor only, many people start switching to other sources. Like इनको ये लगता है कि end में कहीं मैं ये भी मिस ना कर दूं तो एक चीज से वो दूसरी किताब उठा लेंगे, कभी किसी का सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लेंगे. So I think that's the biggest mistake they can do, right?
Absolutely यार, जिससे पढ़ रहे हो उससे भरोसा तो करना ही पड़ेगा. ठीक है, अगर आप सिर्फ मार्केटिंग पे देखोगे कि हाँ इसमें ये चीज आ रखी है, ये पढ़ लेता हूँ, तो बहुत चीजें तो हम भी ऐसी बात है, हम भी ऐसे जब मार्केटिंग करते हैं बहुत सारी चीजें बताते हैं, बट जब बंदा क्रक्स पढ़ने आता है, सो एक बेसिक क्लास, क्यू बैंक और टेस्ट, ये 3 चीजें चाहिए होती है. चौथी तो कोई चीज नहीं है ना. नोट्स आपने खुद बनाने हैं, क्लास से बन जाएंगे, क्यू बैंक है और टेस्ट है, और साथ में आपको एकेडमिक सपोर्ट है. अगर आपको 4 चीजें मिल पा रही हैं, यू आर गुड टू गो. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर सुपर 30 के अंदर 30 के 30 बच्चे एक छोटे से कमरे में बैठ के IIT निकालते हैं. तो अगर वो पढ़ सकते हैं ना, तो बाकी दुनिया में हर बच्चे के पास उससे ज्यादा है, तो वो निकाल सकते हैं.
Right. Some people are also asking like how to choose a branch for post graduation. So how to select that? Yeah, like which one is good, which is like कोई सबके अपने अपने होते हैं कि क्या ज्यादा earning है, क्या वो. So what should be a statement, like standard decision basis on which we should choose a branch?
I think money should never be a decision-making agenda, because money depends on your hard work. All right, money depends on your hard work. it depends how, I mean, you should love that branch, because if you love that branch,
Exactly.
you will find more energy in you to do more work. If you hate that branch, then तुम्हें जो एक तनख्वाह आ रही होगी ना, तुम उससे काम नहीं करोगे, तुम सरकारी बाबू बन जाओगे कि मुझे 2 से 2 के पैसे मिलते हैं, मैं यही काम करूंगा. So during your whole, I mean, third final internship, you will go through all the clinical branches. You will go through them, do the work properly, and then see ki what branch has made you curious. It pushes you harder कि यार मेडिसिन का मुझे एक केस और देखना है, या फॉर एग्जांपल डर्मा का मुझे एक केस और देखना है, मुझे मजा आ रहा है. किस ब्रांच में तुम्हें मजा आ रहा है? अगर तुम्हें मजा आ रहा होगा ना, बिकॉज आई ट्रस्ट मी, आई लव माई वर्क, ठीक है, एंड आई लव माई वर्क, एंड भगवान की दुआ से मेरे पास उसकी वजह से ठीक ठाक आ रहा है. तो लेकिन अगर आ पा रहा है ना, मेरी डिग्री की वजह से नहीं आ पा रहा, मेरे बिकॉज आई लव माई वर्क, उसकी वजह से आ पा रहा है. सो आई एम स्टॉन्च बिलीवर दैट यू शुड बी लविंग योर वर्क. फिर वो फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि वो एनाटमी है, मेडिसिन है, बिकॉज आई नो एन एनाटमिस्ट हु इज अर्निंग वेरी मच. He is our beloved Ashwani sir, and I know many medicine people who are cursing their job on a daily basis.
Right.
So pros and cons everywhere.
Right. Exactly, sir. And sir, in the new NMC guidelines, a rule has been passed that the supplementary exams are to be held within 3 weeks. So how will this affect the students?
I think they are not giving them time to prepare again.
Right.
जिसकी सप्ली आई है उसको 3 हफ्ते में दोबारा पेपर देने को कह रहे हैं.
पहले
मतलब
3 वीक पढ़ा तो 3
पढ़ लेगा
हफ्ते.
ऐसे.
कोई बात नहीं.
I think 6 months were, I mean 6 months was a time that was, you know, that was given ताकि बच्चा दोबारा प्रिपेयर कर सके, अगर कोई गलती हुई उसको ठीक कर सके. It was a proper remedial system. अब तो आप सप्ली सिर्फ नाम के लिए कराओगे.
Another person is asking that is this next even for the homeopathic students, BHMS, Ayush students? No, it's only for the people who are doing MBBS. Yeah. So a lot of people were even asking this.
I think that mixopathy thing that they have done, I am totally against it.
Right.
I don't disrespect homeopathy, first of all right? It's a different branch, it has a different thought process. But once an MBBS doctor who has worked for almost 5 years, he has a different thought process, and you are asking him to compare that thought process with another thought process. उनकी दवाइयां तक अलग है. तो आप किसी भी चीज को डिसरिस्पेक्ट मत करो ना. तो आप उसको 7 दिन क्यों बता रहे हो? मैंने I have made such a big thing to the government about this also, कि that you should add skills for a doctor. मतलब even today I see doctors who do not have any financial knowledge. I did not have any financial knowledge because in our 5.5 year career there is not even a single class कि भैया टैक्स कैसे भरा जाता है.
Right.
I am sure you guys must have faced a problem.
Exactly.
एकदम से आप आते ही तनख्वाह दे देते हो और अब हम आपको टैक्स देना पड़ेगा. कैसे देते हैं? जो सीए बता देता है उसको हम लोग ब्लाइंडली फॉलो करते हैं. We do not even have a single way to go ahead.
And not all the people have CA. वो भी बात है.
तो सीए आपको बेवकूफ बना रहा है, सीए आपको सही एडवाइस दे रहा है. एटलीस्ट कुछ तो हमें समझाओ. व्हाट आर द सेविंग टेक्निक्स? आज एसआईपी क्या होती है? एंड द वर्स्ट पार्ट अबाउट अस इज when we enter the real world, that is around 26-27, all right, तो हमारे जो इंजीनियरिंग दोस्त होते हैं या ये होते हैं, they are already at a good salary packages, they know these kind of things, so even when you ask them they laugh at you कि यार तुझे ये भी नहीं पता.
सही बात है.
ठीक है, मेरे साथ भी हुआ है. तो मुझे कहा यार मुझे नहीं पता ना कि कब भरा जाता है. So they should add at least 7 days of financial knowledge for a doctor. वे जो कमा रहे हैं उसको रोक बचाना तो सिखाओ.
सही बात है. ये हमारे साथ एग्जैक्टली हो रहा है. यहाँ पे आए तो हमें सैलरी मिल रही है, हमें कुछ नहीं पता करना क्या है, वो डिडक्ट हो क्या आ रही है, हम बोल रहे अच्छा इतनी ही होती होगी. उसके बाद पता चल रहा है आईटीआर भरना. व्हाट इज आईटीआर? वी हैव नो आईडिया. मतलब इट्स ऑल थैंक्स टू सीए दैट वी आर एबल टू डू इट. इफ वो नहीं होते तो नहीं हो पाता बिल्कुल भी.
मतलब होम्योपैथी से अच्छा दे शुड बी गिविंग अस दिस नॉलेज ना यार. आज डिजिटल मार्केटिंग है. इवन इफ एनी डॉक्टर वांट्स टू ओपन अ क्लिनिक, आज के दिन पे ऑफलाइन मार्केटिंग की तो वैल्यू रही नहीं गई है. ठीक है, तो एवरी डॉक्टर शुड बी नोइंग डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, क्योंकि उसकी लाइफ में हर प्रोस्पेक्ट में काम आएगा. आज तुम चैनल चला रही हो, तुम्हें काम आ रही है. ठीक है ना. आई हैव सीन द वे यू हैव ग्रोन योर चैनल. दैट मींस you were skilled, all right, and that has shown this thing. So every doctor needs to have 2 things at least: digital marketing for survival, financial knowledge for saving. वरना दुनिया पैसा तुम्हारा सारा ले जाएगी और तुम्हें समझ भी नहीं आएगा कहाँ घूम गया पैसा.
And sir, for someone who is very new, I mean, how should they learn this digital marketing thing? Because I think हमारे syllabus में तो पढ़ाया नहीं जाता एकदम, right? So किसी को अगर सीखना है तो कहाँ से सीखे?
So basically, we at DBMC have just launched a course on digital marketing for doctors, where we are teaching every basic for doctors. All right, like every basic of digital marketing की email कैसे भेजते हैं, Facebook पे ad कैसे बनाते हैं, YouTube channel कैसे बनाना है, उसको बड़ा कैसे करना है, SEO, SMO सब कुछ. And Sunday के Sunday सिर्फ class होगी for just 2.5 hours, like 3 to 5:30 every Sunday there will be class and 6 months course. And to be very frank, why I love this course, because this was a course that made me get out of my bankruptcy stage. And मैंने इसी center से करा था. And he was a person who gave me my scholarship की जब मैंने मांगी थी ना, because I मेरे पास पैसे नहीं हो पा रहे थे, जब I told him कि सर मुझे थोड़ी scholarship दे दो, तो he gave me a 50% direct scholarship. कोई बात नहीं, बाद में दे देना. So when I saw that कि उससे मेरी शायद अगर मेरा background पता करता होता तो I came from a very good family, तो मैं उसको लगता मैं झूठ बोल रहा हूँ. But उससे he took my word on face value. तब मुझे इतना अच्छा लगा था. So that is why उसी से इंस्पायर होके मैंने खुद का स्कॉलरशिप फंड शुरू करा था. यार दुनिया में दिक्कत होती है. So I think every doctor should go through that digital marketing skill.
So how much is the charges for the digital marketing course you told?
It is just 40,000 rupees currently.
Okay.
6 months,
And for
40,000
6
rupees.
months, yeah. I think that is very right, that it is so much required these days. I am seeing every doctor is opening their own YouTube channel. If I just compare it with last year, there was no PG resident who was doing it. And now if I see, almost all the colleges have at least one YouTuber sitting.
Right.
So people are knowing this value of digital marketing, and these days also telemedicine would be playing a very major role. So उसमें भी ये बहुत role में आएगा, how to deal with discussing online things. So I think sir एक और चीज question लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि जैसे कि हम 100% अपना देते हैं, even 200% भी लिखा है. So after giving 200% also we are not scoring good in GTs. So the moment we give grand test, our score is very less than what it was earlier. So how to deal with it? मतलब अपने grand test की score कैसे बढ़ाएं?
First thing that you need to do is you need to make a very calculated decision on how many questions to attempt. I have seen students who just want to go for 200. कि 200 क्वेश्चन मार्क करेंगे. प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि दैट उनको जितनी नॉलेज है वो एक नंबर पे खत्म हो जाती है, उसके वो तुक्के मारते जाते हैं. एंड तुक्के बाय एंड चांस गलत ही जाते हैं. लेट्स गो फॉर द वर्स्ट. तुक्के गलत जा रहे होते हैं. And even what they have accumulated in positives, that negatives actually, it balances that out. So what I normally recommend to my students, all Bhatia students, is that first, in the very first round, when they read the question paper, first of all, they should mark only those questions in which they are 100% sure. ठीक है, तो इससे क्या होता है, in the first round, they are able to complete all the 200 questions. There is no chance of missing the question paper. All right, कि time खत्म हो गया था, question रह गया. So सबसे पहले वो चीज कवर करो जिसमें तुम 100% sure हो. And the second round, start marking in which you are 75% sure. क्या ये हो सकता है या नहीं हो सकता. This is for a mediocre student. If you are a ranker, go with 200 because भाई rank आ रही है, यानी तुमने पढ़ाई अच्छी कर रखी है, तुम्हारे chances ऊपर के हैं. But if you are a mediocre, you just want to qualify or maintain a good rank in the middle, follow this technique. It will show you the effort. इसके अंदर क्या होगा, सेकंड राउंड के अंदर मार्क 75% वाले 50-50 भी नहीं करने चाहिए. उसमें भी तुक्का, उसमें भी गलत होने के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा है. It's better to save that -1 than mark on a guesswork and get it wrong. It's as simple as that. Every -1 saved is at least 200 ranks. You are up. People are pushing themselves down. You stay there. You are already winning the race. So even if you're just marking 120 to 130, it's a good way. If you're marking 100 questions, then only 25 questions should be wrong. This should be the ratio. Maintain this thing, you will be getting a very good score.
Okay. So now there was also a debate kind of thing for the paper to get postponed, and finally it is now on 21st of May. I think a lot of people have again suffered due to this because they were so prepared for the exam in February or मतलब वो March और उसके बाद वो एकदम से May में हो गया. So अब जब 3 months रहते हैं, I think a lot of people also lose their track who have been studying very good. Definitely they must be feeling some saturation or something. So now how to deal with those 3 months? What should they study and what they shouldn't? Because a lot of people also messaged us asking that they should study first aid. that book for USMLE. So now what should they focus on for these 3 months?
Let's share the strategy that we have shared with all the Bhatia and e-Gurukul students. So e-Gurukul में पूरा क्यों बैंक है, right? So e-Gurukul के अंदर we recommend that you do 50 to 60 MCQs daily first of all. Reason ये है कि आपको एक practice रहती है. Second reason ये है कि every question gives you an explanation. So that explanation is a quick revision of that particular topic. All right. We have started this Together We Can test series where we have a test every 15 days. And we recommend all the students to prepare for this test as a real NEET PG exam. It keeps them motivated.
Right.
All right. अब जो 3 महीने में ना तुम्हें पढ़ाई नहीं करनी, बस मोटिवेटेड रहना है. उस मोटिवेशन तभी होता है जब तुम टेस्ट पर टेस्ट देते जाते हो. If you lose, तुम टेस्ट देना बंद कर दो, you will fall short 110%. Because you will lose that heat, you will lose that motivation, you will just feel cold. कि हाँ यार जब एग्जाम होगा देखा जाएगा. And this losing mindset, this loser mindset is what is going to be the reason for your downfall. So what we recommend is 50 to 60 MCQ every day. Every 15 days, one proper grand test in which you revise completely, give the grand test. After the grand test, open the explanations, mark the questions that you have marked wrong, read the explanation thoroughly, then open your notes, the questions that you have marked wrong, figure out the topics, all right, and read those topics again. So every grand test will give you 30 to 40 topics which you are marking wrong. You have now just read, and you promise yourself that I won't mark any question from this topic wrong again. And next paper again in 15 days, you are 30 topics strong than before. So this is a step ahead. Every time. And this is how you are going to keep preparing. And watch 2 revision videos every day, 1 revision module every day. If you are a Bhatia student, go with LMRP, they know this thing. LMRP, 1 module every day, 15 days के अंदर 1 grand test. अगर practice grand test GT करना चाहते हो, then 2 GT per week for practice. All right. And then 50 to 60 MCQs every day. Please do not change your source, and previous year questions are compulsory. Previous year questions are compulsory. If you are an e-Gurukul student, तो हमने तो ऐप में डलवा रखे हैं. If you want to buy an offline book, so हमारी book आती है to the point करके.
Even I studied the same.
Yes, so it has all NEET PG INICT questions from last 5 years. रट्टा मार लो, अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा रट्टा मार लो. ठीक है. Repeat का chance exact question का बहुत कम होता है, मगर the topic is always repeated. Topic is repeated. So उसको रट्टा ही मार लोगे तो थोड़ा फायदा जरूर होगा.
राइट. इवन आई फील कि एक तो जीटी भी एक ऐसे सोर्स से दो जो बिल्कुल सेम पैटर्न का पेपर बनाए, नॉट दैट कि बहुत टफ बना दिया एंड यू गेट डीमोटिवेटेड. एंड हियर बिकॉज आई वाज अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ डीबीएमसी एंड आई हैड बीन गिविंग अ लॉट ऑफ जीटीज. आई हैव गिवन अ लॉट ऑफ जीटीज लाइक 15 डेज की गैप पे आई यूज्ड टू गिव. एवरी संडे मैंने बनाया हुआ था अपना डे. तो मैं डीबीएम से एक ही देती थी, तो वो एक्चुअली में बहुत सिमिलर था. देयर वाज एन एग्जाम जो आप कंप्यूटर लाइव टेस्ट होता था, वेयर ऑल इंडिया पेपर यूज्ड टू गिव एंड वी हैड टू गो टू अ सेंटर एंड गिव. सो देयर आल्सो आई गॉट अ रैंक ऑफ 2000 ओनली, and on the main day also I got a rank of 2000. And this is just not me who is telling me these things. A lot of people have been telling me कि यार हमें उसमें भी उतना ही आया था और उसमें भी उतना आया था. तो मतलब क्योंकि पेपर इतना सिमिलर, this paper इतना सिमिलर होता है एंड ऑल्सो इतने लोग दे रहे होते हैं, almost 1 lakh people are giving the paper. So you actually know that what you're scoring, you're actually scoring on the main day also. So these are very important aspects. And also one incident happened. There was one more friend who was from DBMC also, and he was also preparing. And in the last 2 months, he just stopped giving GTs. And because of that, उसका drastically उसको rank नहीं मिली. And मैंने उसका बहुत ही result ऐसा आया कि उसको seat नहीं मिली पाई. मतलब GTs का बहुत importance है. People say that they get demotivated, so they've stopped giving GTs. This is just not right. You should be giving GTs, you should be solving MCQs and also revising the previous year questions. समझ आया ना, रट्टा मारने पे कर रहा हूँ, है ना? So I think, sir, these were all the questions people have been asking us in all this.
I think I'll just give one more advice to all the MBBS 21 students. You are entering into a journey that is full of whirlpools right now. Every day there is a new decision. But at the end of the day, always remember that from the first year itself, focus on building concepts. Don't focus on conquering the exam, because that's an end result. That's the journey. That's a destination. But in the journey, your concepts need to be very strong. then that journey, that destination doesn't matter, whether it's USMLE, whether it's NEET, or whether it's next, whatever exam it is, you will be easily able to crack it.
Right.
If you are just a रट्टाफिकेशन person, then I'm telling you, रट्टाफिकेशन is just luck. कि तुमने जो रट्टा मार रखा, अगर वो क्वेश्चन आ गया तो तुम पास हो जाओगे, नहीं आ पाया तो नहीं हो पाओगे. और कॉन्सेप्ट्स की वैल्यू क्या होती है? I'll give you a case study. This year, if INICT rank 1 in May was Amritya Sen Gupta. NEET was postponed from April 18 to September. All right. जब September में exam हुआ, then INICT rank 1 had already joined surgery aims. I mean, Shivang, you can relate currently that he had already joined surgery aim, and पहले 2 महीने surgery में ना सांस लेने की भी फुर्सत नहीं होती. They're not allowed, and aims है तो और वैसे भी नहीं होती. They're just supposed to stay in that hospital room and just work like 7 days a week. And that guy again cracked rank 1 without studying for 3 months. 613 marks out. 713 marks out of 800. Highest ever marks in the most difficult NEET ever. Only because उसके concept इतने solid थे कि अगर नहीं भी पढ़ाई करी ना 3 महीने, एग्जाम 2 महीने आगे, 3 महीने आगे हो गया, एग्जाम 300-200 हो गया, क्लिनिकल क्वेश्चन आ गए, फर्क नहीं पड़ा. रैंक 1 मतलब रैंक 1. सो कॉन्सेप्ट बनाओ, मजे करो, जबरदस्ती के दिखाने के लिए पढ़ाई मत करो. अगर तुम सक्सेसफुल हो तो तुम्हारे रिजल्ट में दिखेगा. रिजल्ट अच्छा है तो तुम पढ़ाई कर रहे थे, नहीं है तो कोई नहीं मानेगा.
सही बात है. ये concept वाली बात, concept वाली बात here again, like for example him also, he did not like got time to study for MRCS, and like in within 6 months of giving NEET PG he could crack MRCS part of A, the first paper, which mostly people give after completing the post graduation of like MS complete करने के बाद. But वो ये है कि अगर if you have good concepts, even in less of time you can gain a lot of things and you can crack entrance exam. So most important is to build concepts. And this is all the questions have been covered. Thank you so much, sir. And the session was
nice
amazing.
Session, and that free coaching part was very awesome. I think इससे first year से बहुत ज़्यादा help मिलने वाली है.
बिल्कुल. So thank you, sir, for being here in the live session.
Thank you so much. And guys, to all the viewers, if you really have any question, I'm available on Instagram as dr.Nachiket Bhatia. You can connect with me over there. Thank you guys for your amazing help. And again, you guys are doing awesome. And Shivang, I'm actually expecting DM that MCH rank 1 from you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a happy Sunday.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Bye, everyone. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also to Nachiket sir DBMCI channel. So bye, everyone.